Hello, fabulous friends, fans, and superstars. Welcome to your horoscope for the week of March 25th, 2018. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. What an amazing week it is. Well, look, a lot of the peak activity, a lot of the big things that are going to happen this week, and there are some big things happening this week, they're happening in the last 3 days of the week, but that doesn't mean there isn't a whole lot going on beforehand. In fact, it is the build-up in the first part of the week that we will be feeling. And depending on if you've got a lot of water in your chart, you're a water sign, or you're an air sign and have a lot of air in your sign, you may even feel this energy a little bit before. But ultimately, this is a time where we are granted clarity in an instant. But what to do with it, right? That's the interesting balance that we are going to have to find. And it's not so much balance, it's more about restraint, having an understanding of where it is that we need to act responsibly and act intelligently and act strategically, even if in the moment we don't feel like doing just that. So what is happening? Well, first and foremost, as we get to the second part of the week, Venus will meet Uranus in the sky. Now, this is a meeting that happens once a year, so this is their annual meeting, and it represents a time where we get sometimes clarity, right? Sometimes surprises. Quick events can happen as well, where it comes to matters of love and money. It comes to matters of self-worth, where it comes to understanding prosperity and expanding our understanding of prosperity at that. It can be a time when we're attracting very interesting or eclectic types of people, but it can also be a time when we're very quickly seeing the roots of a particular situation that we may be in. Under the same sky, the sun will be speaking with Saturn. Now, this is a conversation of some tension. And what it suggests is that regardless of how we may want to react in a given moment, regardless of how it feels in terms of wanting to respond, a part of us knows that we have to be smart about it. We have to be responsible in our reactions. So there may be, for some, a sense of restraint. For others, it may be more about obligation or responsibility. But ultimately, this is going to allow us to have that moment before we react. And that is a moment we're going to very much need. And that really is because this is a full moon week. At the very end of the week, we've got a full moon taking place. Now, this full moon is in what's called a T-square, a cardinal T-square. We've got the moon on one side, the sun on the other, and of course, we have Saturn and Mars traveling close together, speaking with this full moon as well, speaking with the sun as well. And this is an energy that says maybe strong emotions may be coming to the surface. There's a sense of determination. There's a sense of our emotions being provoked or inspired or awakened, but at the same time, we have to be smart about our way forward. And at the same time, we feel that we can't necessarily act on the way that we feel right away. And so, as much as there is that sense of getting in touch with our truth, our desire, our passion, at the same time, there is an awareness that there is a bigger picture that's going to get us to a true sense of power. Now, ultimately, whenever it is that Mars is activated, as he has been lately, last week certainly, we felt that build up all week towards the sun speaking with Mars. And this week, it's that build up all week towards the moon, the full moon speaking with Mars as well. Well, this to me says that we are all going through lessons right now, collectively and individually, in terms of understanding true power. What is true power? What does it mean to be empowered, and especially in our own lives? And what does it mean to exercise power, especially responsibly? Wherever it is that you need to understand that lesson more deeply, wherever it is that you need to find that right clarity and that right definition that makes all the difference, this is a sky that's going to help you to do just that. Now, the same sky, underneath the same sky of the full moon, another thing happening is that Venus will move into the sign of Taurus. This is Venus coming home to one of her home signs. This is going to be really good for the earth signs in particular, for the Taurians in particular. But all in all, it puts Venus in a strong position in the sky. And what this does is makes her energy more dominant for the collective and in our own lives as well. And this will allow us to create and to feel a greater sense of blessing in at least one area of life. But as I said, the collective should feel a sense of a lift at this time, and a sense of an energy that is reminding us how important love is, the love of the environment, the love of each other, and the love of being here now. really is a profound love. And sometimes it needs to be cultivated, but thankfully in the coming weeks, we will be doing just that. As a collective, you will notice more people talking about love and elevating our consciousness with love, and also bringing us back to our senses. This is a very powerful time when our senses lead us to the heart that much more strongly. What I love about this week for us is that in addition to all this, Mercury is active now. Mercury is intimately involved with this full moon, hanging out very close to the sun, and that is energy that's going to continue into next week. And Mercury, of course, is retrograde right now as well. Now, why would that be a good thing? Well, what it means is that whatever things that we think we understand, whatever conclusions that we reach, whatever thing that we think we've come to understand and has changed everything for us, we'll get a chance to understand more deeply. We'll get a chance to contemplate more deeply as well, and to reconsider exactly what it means to get in touch with our power and to get in touch with our truth. I happen to love Mercury retrograde. A lot of people are born with Mercury retrograde, and the great thing with that is when it is a Mercury retrograde, it tends to be that much more an easier time, and so a lot of people are going to find this time, even with some of the challenges that Mercury retrograde can bring, particularly with this full moon, they will find a way to excel above it. But no matter who you are, no matter what your chart is, this is a sky that promises great things if we will only be patient and work towards them. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'm so grateful for it. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, thumbs up. It means so much. And you can find out what all this wonderful stuff means for you in your sign by logging on to astrofabulous.com or nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week. And I look forward to meeting you in the superstar space. Lots going on there. Really, really grateful for the community there. I had a couple of weeks ago, one of my lights got a little funny, okay? On the road right now, on the road in Europe, I'm continuing to do the superstar horoscopes. One of my lights got a little bit funny. So some of the videos, I hope it's okay. I hope the superstars like it as it is, but I'm really looking forward to being back in Canada. And actually, just in the next couple of hours, I'll be leaving for the airport. So I'm really excited about that. It'll be good to be home, even if it's just for a few days. Now, I do have classes coming up very soon online. In fact, next week they start. Next weekend, okay? So not the first, but the weekend after that. That's when my classes will start as part of Synchronicity University. At synchronicityuniversity.com, I'm teaching 3 classes in the month of April. These classes were chosen by you, okay? The fabulous friends and fans. I asked online, what do you want me to teach? What classes would you like? And the top 3 are the ones that I will be teaching this April. We are looking at the nodes in astrology, and the information I give with the nodes in astrology for this class will be different than the videos I have about the nodes on YouTube. So there'll be just a little bit of a reminder. Look, this is what I said in the videos. Now let's talk about this other stuff. Let's talk about depositories. Let's talk about understanding more deeply the balance between the 2 signs and lots more. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be new information having to do with the nodes. The second class I'm teaching has to do with past lives in the astrology chart, and the third class I'll be teaching has to do with health and holistic healing in the astrology chart. I want to send a big burst of gratitude, a big thank you to absolutely everybody who joined me on the road as part of my European tour. Now it's winding down, as I said. It was just absolutely incredible. Every single person I met, everyone who came to my workshops and classes. So since the last video I did last week, if you remember, I was in the hotel in Serbia. That was a lot of fun to do that video, I must say. But at the same time, like the next day, I had a full day workshop. I think it was the next day or the day after, but I was teaching like the 2 days immediately following my recording of that video. And each class was incredible. The workshop was just such an amazing and safe environment to talk about relationships, which is what that class was about. And then I went to Greece, and Greece was amazing. Oh my God. Thank you so much to everybody who came out to my talk in Greece. I just felt the love, I tell you. As soon as I walked into that room, there was so much love. And I know that there's love everywhere. I know that everybody gives love in their own way. The Greek people that I interacted with were especially expressive with their love, and it meant so much to me. It was just pure fun. It was a pure delight. It was a wonderful way to celebrate International Astrology Day in Greece. And so, yes, that group still meets regularly. And so I hope for those of you who went for the first time, because the organizer said that a lot of people were there for the very first time. And so I hope that you'll go back and continue to be part of the astrology community. And I know, like, even before the day was over, immediately after my talk, the organizer was like, okay, you have to come back to Greece, okay? You are going to come back, you're going to teach, or you're going to do another talk or something. And I was like, of course I'll come back. There's so much love there. So you'll see me again, Greece. And I'm really looking forward to it. My next talk is going to take place in Chicago in late May, and that is as part of the UAC conference. The UAC conference is a huge deal, I must say. It's the biggest astrology conference on the planet. It has a huge number of people who come out, everybody astrology enthusiasts, people who have studied astrology, and really all your favorite astrologers, all the legends, they come to UAC, I must say. And so it's wonderful and humbling and such a burst of, well, I mean, the only thing I can really say is that it just fills me with gratitude to be among such great company. And I'm really looking forward to my talk there. And my talk is taking place on Friday, and it's called Chemistrology. So Chemistrology is always one of my most popular classes. No matter where I am in the world, I have taught different versions of this class. So there's been an extended 8-hour full-day workshop version. In Serbia, I did a 5-hour version of this workshop. And this is going to be a more abbreviated one that I do in Chicago on the Friday as part of the UAC conference. And it is going to be about an hour, a little over an hour, and we'll give you just the highlights, the things that you really want to know. In addition to that, if you can't make it out to Chicago as part of the UAC conference, I really wish you would, because it really is that special an occasion. But if you can't make it out, that's okay. I did teach a version of this class over 2 hours long, and you can find that on synchronicityuniversity.com as well. But yes, I will be in Chicago, and I'm really excited about meeting Chicago friends and fans. I really hope that you guys come out, and just looking forward to hugging everybody. And I'll have some other surprises as well that I hope to announce after Mercury goes direct, basically. And I'm really looking forward to that as well. And I will have a very small number of consultation space available. So if you are in the Chicago area and you'd like a one-on-one consultation, please reach out to me. Use the contact form on my website, and we can make that happen as well. So once again, thank you. Thank you so much to everybody who is here right now. Thank you so much to everybody who I've met in person and I have yet to meet in person. And really, it just affirmed to me how much my work has meant to so many people. And it was just beautiful. And this whole European tour has meant so very much to me. And being able to share it with you online as we go along has also meant so much to me as well. Like, ultimately, what I really realized is how much the universe is wise and loving, how much that message resonates with people, and how much it has meant to people again and again. And it just gives me that much more inspiration and that much more drive to go out there and share this message that much more adamantly through all the different things that I do under the umbrella of my work, right? Quote unquote, my work, which is not really my work, but my spiritual path. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope we navigate this week really well and very much to our advantage. And I hope that all of you, please be kind and patient with each other. That can be tough with a sky like this because emotions can stir, because it can feel like our buttons get pushed a little bit easier. But if we are willing to take that breath, if we are willing to just give ourselves that little bit of space, there's a whole lot of power to be found in that breath. Well, thank you for watching. It'll be a great week. Enjoy.